Okay, we're going to try to start. This is Judge Sara Smolenski here, and I've got a few people in line to talk. Ms. Richter, what connection do you have with the case today?
Your Honor, I'm covering for Mr. Holtz on portfolio recovery.
Okay, perfect. And what's your P number?
61525.
Perfect. And then, is anybody here for Ronkella Wallace?
I am.
That's you?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. I'm Ronquella
We're
Wallace.
good. We see a Carla Skinner with your name on it, so I got the different equipment, but it's you,
Yes,
Ms.
Your Honor.
Wallace?
Yes, Your Honor. I had a name update.
Oh, so good. Is that your new name now?
Yes, it's my first name is Carla, and then my middle name is Ronquella Christine, and my married name is Skinner.
Okay, perfect. So it's the same person, we just have a different. All right, so here's, give me 1 second and let me just check on some of the other folks.
Okay.
Sir with the Westgate bowling shirt on, what case is yours? You'll have to take
Sorry,
off
can
your
you hear
mute.
me?
Yes, we can now.
Sorry. I'm David Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez, do you remember
Yes,
the
ma'am.
case that you were calling in on?
I'm not sure. I have the paperwork here.
What do you think your business is with the court? You're a defendant? You're a
No,
plaintiff?
I have two domestics.
Yep. So you got charged with domestic and then they told you to zoom in?
Yes, ma'am. I have the
Your appointment
pink paper right
is
here.
with the, yep, your appointment's with the prosecutor.
Oh,
So
I
let me
called,
just tell you. Mr. Rodriguez, what's your first name?
David.
Yep. All right, we're looking that up so we can tell you what to zoom in on because you're in the wrong courtroom.
Oh, okay. Thank
So
you.
here's the number I need to give you. Do you have a pen?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's the number you're going to zoom in on, 245-899-6670.
Okay.
Mr. Rodriguez, it's the same password. Don't say it because we're live streaming right now, but it's the same password you use to get into my courtroom.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank
just
you, Your
hang
Honor.
up with us. Just hang up with us and redial that other Zoom meeting, okay? His name is Tarango, Mr. Felix Tarango. He's the prosecutor. That's who you're going to be talking with.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. On the iPhone, I'm not sure who that is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, your last name?
Cole, C-O-L-E.
Yep. And it's Mark Cole, isn't it?
Correct. Yep.
You're calling in a little bit early. Your case is at 9:15, but it's not a problem to hang tight. And as soon as the attorney for that Capital One bank calls in, we'll talk on your case. Otherwise, if you want to disconnect and call back in a half hour, you'll be perfect.
Okay, I can just, should I just leave it on then for right now, or?
You can do whatever you want. Just mute yourself. So then
Okay.
if you're doing anything in the background, we don't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
just so I
you want
know,
me-
yours is set for 9:15, Mr. Cole.
Oh,
And if the
9:15?
attorney for that bank shows up early, we can talk early, but I won't do it without you.
Okay. Because
All
I
right,
got
thanks.
it, I'm supposed to be at work now, but told them I'd be late.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess-
that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a meeting at 10 o'clock I got to be at.
I'm not sure who
okay.
the attorney is for Capital One Bank. Let me just see here a second. It looks like it's the Best office out of Troy. Well, hang on a minute and I'll see if I can call them after I get done with this other one that's scheduled, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Just hang on.
Okay,
Okay,
thanks.
we're back. Good, thank you. Okay. We're going to get back to the case with Portfolio Recovery and Ms. Wallace, who is now Ms. Skinner. I want to get that. Hold on one second. And Ms. Skinner, you know that when they filed this originally, the paperwork was, you know, in your middle name, Ronkella Wallace. So then that was a different time, but now you're Skinner. And the attorney for the plaintiff is Ms. Richter. And this is what they call a motion for summary disposition. Ms. Richter, you can hear me?
I can, Your Honor.
And Ms. Skinner, you can hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're talking D19 C07197GC. That's the actual case number that's given to your case, Ms. Skinner. And it's a motion for summary disposition where the plaintiff is asking for a judgment against you, Ms. Wallace Skinner, because I keep saying Wallace because I don't want the case to be mixed up with what name it is, but we know who you are. You know who you are, and that's the most important thing. So the motion for summary disposition is kind of like the Portfolio Recovery who took over for Fifth Third account, the Fifth Third bank account, and they're just asking for a decision on a bill that they claim you owe from a credit card. I'll let Ms. Richter speak first, Ms. Skinner, then you'll be able to speak. Go ahead, Ms. Richter.
Your Honor, this is, as you referenced, a credit card balance that was charged off by Fifth Third Bank. My client purchased this debt after it was charged off. Attached to the motion, we've attached an affidavit of that sale of the account along with Ms. Skinner's original card member agreement with Fifth Third and a multitude of statements showing use and payment on the account. Based on those exhibits, we've set forth the law pertaining to breach of contract and account stated. We don't believe there's any issue of material fact and that Ms. Skinner Wallace has not raised any valid defense to this action. And we're asking for judgment as a matter of law under MCR 2.116, C9 and C10.
Okay, now Ms. Skinner, if there's anything you want to respond to or anything that you want to say yourself, you're allowed to speak. Can you think of anything you want to say?
I do, Your Honor. In fact, I did raise some questions when Portfolio Recovery first initial contacted me. I was paying on this account with Fifth Third, and I had wrote them several letters because at the time when Portfolio purchased the contract or however they got it, I was in prison, Your Honor.
Okay.
So, and my husband reached out to Fifth Third Bank to let them know that we were in financial straits and that what can we do to resolve that matter.
Right.
However, in that time, Portfolio Recovery, I'm assuming, bought the account. So the balance went back to the original balance, and the monies that I paid on the account is no longer available. And I just wanted to know what was going on. I do not dispute that I did in fact have a credit card with Fifth Third Bank. What I'm disputing is the amount.
Yep. So you're thinking that the amount is higher than it was because somehow monies were paid that were never credited.
Yes.
All right, so Ms. Richter, how do you respond to that? Like when you purchase the debt, they can't sell it to you for an amount that's higher than what's owed.
Well, Your Honor, when the purchase occurs, we receive a series of statements showing any payments that were received on the account, any credits that were given, as well as any fees and interest that were charged. I have not received any written response from Skinner indicating any specific payments that she thinks weren't properly applied or any affidavit setting forth anything in the statements that are inaccurate in any way. Also, the law requires if there is a dispute with respect to a credit card charge or misapplied payment, that those be submitted to the bank within 60 or 90 days of those disputes. And there's no evidence that that occurred here, Your Honor. And these charges are from back in 2017. So the legal time for her to have disputed those with Fifth Third has long passed. And that is the legal theory of account stated, that those charges and fees and interest and payments as applied were agreed to based on her continued payment of those accounts up to the time that the account was charged off. And then at that point, the account became stated and there was no dispute, to my knowledge, up until the suit was filed.
Okay, this is what I want to do. I want Ms. Skinner to be given 2 weeks to submit any verification of payments that she's claiming were not applied. I understand the legalese that you're describing, Ms. Richter, but I want to see, because all we want to do is the right thing. And I don't want to have somebody double pay something, whether it's to Fifth Third Bank or whether it's to Portfolio Recovery. Portfolio Recovery stands in the shoes of Fifth Third Bank in taking over this debt, purchasing this debt, and now trying to collect it. I get that there are specific rules as it relates to collections, both account stated and credit card accounts. But I want to know, and I don't know, Ms. Skinner, whether you have any written verification of what payments you're talking about that you can show were not applied, because this debt goes back years ago. The judgment itself goes back a while. So you have 2 weeks from today's date. Today's the 29th of September. That would give you until the 13th of October to submit any written documentation that you have, and then I'll reschedule this motion. All I'm doing is putting it out 2 weeks so I can see what it is that you're talking about. Ms. Skinner, can you think of any questions you have for me?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Richter, any questions?
Will the hearing be again at 8:30 a.m.?
It's a good question that you ask, and I'm not 100% positive because I don't run the docket for the civil. I'm just telling them to reschedule it 2 weeks out. So
Okay.
they'll tell you the time if it's different than 8:30.
Okay, sounds great.
Same with Ms. Skinner. They'll notify both of you. You'll get written notice of it.
Okay, thank you.
It'll
That's
be
it.
by Zoom again, just like this.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great
Thank
day,
you for
Jen.
zooming in. Thank you.
Yep.
On the Community Choice Credit Union case and Kaylee Thrush, do I have the attorney on the telephone?
Yes, you do, Your Honor. Good morning.
Do you say it Shirley?
I do.
And is it James or Andrew?
James.
Mr. James Shirley, what's your P number?
42932.
Okay. Mr. Shirley, have you talked with Kaylee Thrush recently?
I have not, Your Honor.
Is anybody for Kaylee Thrush part of this? Ms. Skinner, you can disconnect if you want to. Is anybody here for Kaylee Thrush or anyone on her behalf? Okay, it sounds like she has not connected or contacted the court, and you're indicating, Mr. Shirley, that she has not contacted your office.
Yes, that is correct.
This is a vehicle purchase on a motion for summary disposition that you guys filed on a purchase for a auto loan where the vehicle was repossessed. Go ahead.
That's
What's
correct,
your
Your Honor.
position?
The motion supported by documentary evidence, that being the original contract, the notice of intent to sell, the disposition of the proceeds, and an account statement showing the $15,000 deficiency. The answer, which is a 1 or 2 sentence letter sent to the court, simply explains why she stopped making payments but offers no defense.
We didn't hear anything from Ms. Thrush, and I don't know whether, she's in the area or not. The address that we had for her was an address in Comstock Park. And I was just looking at what her answer was. Yeah,
Yeah, she was actually served in Howard City.
it was Howard City. I know they
Yes.
had trouble serving her. Well, I'm going to go ahead and grant the motion for summary disposition on the defendant's failure to appear. If you hear anything, Mr. Shirley, you can let us know. If she hears about this and gets notification of the motion for summary disposition granting, she may file some motion if she doesn't agree or take further action. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens with that. Okay?
Sure. All right, I will submit
Thank
a
you for
7-day
being
order.
available. We got the information that your laptop was being worked on and that you could contact by phone. That's what Zoom gives us the opportunity to do both. So
Yeah.
thank you for making the effort, Mr. Shirley.
All right. Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you. Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yep, that's fine.